For over a millennia, mummies and just the idea of the living dead, it's always made for fascinating stories. I don't know why. It probably has to do with the idea of our own mortality, but enough of the philosophy lesson. I'm Guapo Jim. Today we're going to be talking about Mummies Alive and why this very, very much product of its time Saturday morning cartoon is a true hidden gem. Before I talk about Mummies Alive, this is a super new channel. Madnam is still on the come up, so if you like this video, I'm going to need you to like this video, comment, subscribe, share, the whole deal. Also, we'll just address the obvious elephant in the room. I did get a haircut, you're right. I've been letting it go too crazy for a little bit. I'm also in the process of moving, so if you want to see how that all goes, please subscribe. Right now I'm currently shooting this in my parents' basement like the true nerd that I am. But enough about that. Let's get to Mummies Alive, baby. So, for those of you who don't know or are too young to remember, Mummies Alive is a 1997 cartoon. Very, and I cannot stress that enough, like very loosely centered around ancient Egyptian mythology. Kind of an interesting side note, like one of those like you had to be there moments, but during the late 90s, anything ancient Egypt related was just super popping. I don't know why, it was just in the zeitgeist of the people at the time. So I mean, museums everywhere, we had like Egypt exhibits at art galleries, there'd be a bunch of mummy movies. I remember taking Egypt like studies, or not studies, but you know what I mean, like in social studies, whatever. It was just a different time. I can't stress that enough. Basically, the show follows the story of these 4 ancient Egyptian guardians who, through the magic of television, awaken in modern day, so like 90s San Francisco. These mummies, Jakal, Raph, Amon, and Nefertina, they're basically tasked with the duty of protecting this young boy named Presley Carnarvon, who happens to be a modern day reincarnation of the pharaoh that they used to protect back in the day. I know, it's again, a Saturday morning cartoon. You gotta let your mind go a bit to watch. The mummies, who are brought to life by an ancient Egyptian spell, use their unique mummy powers to defend Presley and protect San Fran as a whole. Each mummy, they possess a distinctive ability which is not only linked to their past life, but also to an ancient figure in Egyptian lore. So if you're like a budding Egyptologist, you will enjoy this show in that regard. Like it is cool. It's fantastical, but it's a really cool show. The series, it's sick in the way that it weaves together elements of like mythology. So it incorporates ancient artifacts, magical spells, and encounters with mythical beings. As the mummies navigate the challenges of the modern world, they face ops not only from the present day, but from the past time as well. So they often have to balance their quest protecting Presley along with dealing with whatever mysteries that they had going on before they died back in the day. At its core, Mummies Alive, it really explores themes of duty, friendship, and it's cool in the way that it hits that juxtaposition of ancient traditions while trying to live in a very contemporary world. Obviously, it does it very jokingly, but if you really kind of see between the lines, that's what they were going for. The dynamic between the stoic and oftentimes duty-bound mummies and the curious young boy Presley, it adds a layer of humor and heart to the series. So picture these guys of these ancient traditions now trying to navigate the intricacies of the modern world and see what it means to truly live in the 90s. Again, I know it wouldn't be the exact same as right now, but a lot of the themes would still ring pretty true, And at its heart, young Presley is there, and he's caught between his struggles just being a kid while also having to live up to this epic destiny of his former pharaoh life. So all of the mummies, just all of the characters as a whole, they really have a lot going on, but the show manages to balance that in all the best ways. If you're a fan of superhero shows with time-displaced members, the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes would be the show for you. I've made a video about that show and I've left a link down below. You should check it out. Even with all the lit fight scenes and battles and shit, this show, it still managed to delve into the struggles of these ancient guardians, again, trying to adapt to a vastly different world. The clash of the different cultures, it would really create not only comedic, but sometimes very poignant moments through the series. For real though, like when it came to the action, I'm not gonna lie, like these guys did not play. They were out here bullying people, bro. Like once they get in their zone, like they were not playing around. And I was all for it every time. From a production standpoint, the show, it only ran for 42 episodes, so one really long season in total. A second season was planned, but due to it not exactly being the most popular show, it was canceled before that even happened. Because of its similarities in having, again, time-displaced heroes and even sharing a similar writing team, it was chalked up to being no more of a clone than a more critically acclaimed series at the time, Gargoyles, if you'd remember that show. Comment down below if you guys want me to do a video about Gargoyles. This show, Mummies Alive, it's not currently available to stream on any services, but if you're a slicker man like me, I know that you can find it online. As a whole, I have nothing but love for this show right here. I even had some of the toys when I was a kid too. Like I was hyped as shit when my parents bought me that Wrath toy. I wish I still had it, but obviously I'm not a weirdo like that, so I don't. Am I gonna say that this is the greatest show in the world? Of course not. But overall, it was a really fun show to watch. Theme song was super lit too. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to know why I always thought this show right here was a true hidden gem. Thank you if you've made it this far. If you're a fan of this type of content, I'll need you to like, subscribe, and comment down below on which other shows you guys think were true hidden gems. Stay safe. Later days.